Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. How is everyone doing this lovely Sunday? I hope I find all of you well, and I hope that you are having a good time and looking forward to today's full gameplay stream. I have a few updates in regards to the schedule for this coming week that I think people will be happy to hear. As well as, a few quick things to discuss. And then we're going to get started with our weekly co-op. Our weekly co-op, ladies and gentlemen. You may be saying, what do you mean? It's right. It's time for Apex Legends. It is time for the Legends. The Legends. Legends. Okay, what am I doing? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. And I hope that you guys are doing well. And I hope that you're ready for a fun day. I know I am. So what's going on today in Apex Legends? Well, I'll tell you what's going on today in Apex Legends. Co-op between myself, Brian, and Kekin. We've been doing this every week, weekly, for 3 weeks now. And you guys seem to really enjoy it. And that's a good thing. I was never against doing an ongoing co-op style session. It was just very hard to find a game to do it in. And it just so happened, that Apex Legends released at this weird time frame when there really wasn't much going on. Most of the new releases for February were kind of duds. And it really just released during this sweet spot when people were looking for a co-op style game that wasn't a grindy looter shooter. Because as you guys know, Anthem came out this week, and if you guys haven't heard, it's not doing so well. Not only was the game critically panned, average review score around a 6 out of 10, it didn't sell very well either. So after all this hoopla, after all this build-up, it looks like EA has another dud on their hands. Because, no surprise here, we were all talking about this for months. The game didn't look very good. The game just looked like a grindy, boring, repetitive looter shooter that didn't have much substance to it. And most reports are that the story is terrible and bare bones. The content is bare bones. The game is full of graphical issues and bugs. And in general, it's just not very good. So with Apex Legends releasing just a couple of weeks before Anthem, it basically got a leg up. And, that's pretty good in my opinion. It's a good, you know what? I'm a little happy, and the reason I have to say that, I've been thinking about this. I'm pretty pleased about this because the makers of Titanfall, Respawn Entertainment, are a good group of game devs. And I really feel that with the Titanfall series, they just kind of had really bad circumstances. Titanfall 1, being an Xbox One exclusive, completely killed the game. Because at the time that it came out, if you guys remember, the Xbox One was way behind market share with the PS4. The PS4 had this really crazy successful launch. And when Titanfall came out, it didn't really have as much of a customer base to sell to, being that it was an Xbox exclusive. Oh, by the way, it also didn't have a campaign. If you guys remember, they said, we're going to make it just a multiplayer-only game. So it was a tough sell. And then when Titanfall 2 came out, they decided to make it cross-platform and add in an actually really good campaign. I remember playing it and really enjoying the campaign. But if you guys remember, they released it in the worst possible time. They released it the week after Battlefield 1 and the week before Call of Duty. So, actually, it might be vice versa. I don't remember if it was Call of Duty or Battlefield that came out, first that year. But basically, they sandwiched it between two games that already were going to dominate the market for that fall when it came to first-person shooters, and Titanfall 2 was massively overlooked. So it sucks because, honestly, Titanfall 1 and 2 were good games. They just were games that massively were ignored by the masses. And now, finally, with all these companies realizing that free-to-play, in a lot of ways, is the way to go, Respawn made Apex Legends. And originally, this was supposed to be Titanfall 3, but with all the popularity of games such as PUBG, H1Z1, and Fortnite, they realized if we follow the same formula, maybe we'll get the same kind of success. And the truth of the matter is that in the last 3 weeks, this game has become virally popular with a lot of people who were exclusively playing Fortnite moving over to Apex Legends. And Fortnite has lost a lot, and I mean a lot, of its momentum. Even though it's still a dynamo when it comes to the amount of people who play and watch it, it lost a lot of its viewer base and a lot of its popularity to Apex Legends. So, pretty cool. It was just like the perfect combination of timing and circumstance for this game to do well. And admittedly, it plays well. Does it play as well as, say, Call of Duty Blackout? I don't think so. You know, having a lower frame rate and a little bit less response time in the gunplay, I don't think it's as good in that regard. But as a team-based game where you can mark things and having the variety of weapons and a few more things that Call of Duty doesn't have, it's pretty fun. I like it, and that's why I've been playing it, 3 weeks straight. So today I'll be teaming up once again. I'll be teaming up once again with Brian and Kekken to see how we do. We had our first win 2 weeks ago, but last week didn't do so well. Brian has told me he actually has been practicing this game. In an attempt to get better, and hopefully, we'll do good. I don't know. I don't know how we'll do today. Hopefully we'll do well. So we shall see. All right, we shall see how it goes. Now, that's going to be today's main gameplay stream, us doing co-op with, voice chat and everything as usual. Tonight, I have listened directly to all of your feedback. And tonight, I'm going to be doing something that originally I had never planned to do, but now I'm going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I am checking out Tetris 99. It is the new free-to-play battle royale game on the Nintendo Switch. So for those of you who aren't aware, this is Tetris. If you don't know what Tetris is, I don't know what else to say. It's pretty much one of the most long-running basic puzzle games ever created. It's a freaking cultural dynamo that's been in every kind of pop culture reference everywhere. So if you don't know what Tetris is, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, basically it's Tetris on steroids. Playing Tetris with 98 other people, and it's a battle royal setting of who can survive. Apparently you can attack other players. It's only been out for about a week, I think. And so over the last, week, people have been asking me, will you check it out? Will you check it out? Will you check it out? And finally I said, all right, I'll check it out. So tonight, my late stream will be Tetris 99. I don't know how this is going to go. I was very skeptical about playing this because I didn't see how this was basically going to work. I was like, how could me playing Tetris end up being entertaining to the masses? But apparently people are saying, they're very interested in seeing it. All right, fine. I'll give it a session tonight. I'll play it for a couple hours. We'll see how it goes. And if it goes well, great. If not, people get bored and think that it's not very interesting. I'll give it one shot per your requests for the last week. And, no skin off anyone's back. It was just a late stream anyway. No big deal, right? So that's today. Apex Legends co-op right now and Tetris 99 tonight. Pretty fun, right? Tomorrow I'm off. Okay. My day off for the week. And in fact, I'm about to tell you guys the schedule for the week because it's actually changing a little bit from what it used to be. All right. So Monday is my day off. No streaming. However, yesterday I actually played Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer for about 2.5 hours. And I'm going to upload those videos tomorrow to DSPGaming. So if you weren't around yesterday to see the multiplayer and you're like, Joe, where is it? Phil didn't upload it. I'm going to upload it tomorrow during my day off. Okay, makes sense because I didn't want to flood the channel. Yesterday I was finishing up Metro Exodus and Jump Force. So those videos will be uploaded tomorrow. Okay? That's over on my YouTube channel, DSPGaming, where I archive all of my live streams. Then I'll be back on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, I'm going to do a major stream of Dark Souls Remastered. Okay? Trying to get through the catacombs, which I almost got through last time I was playing, and then I failed miserably at the very end. Very frustrating, because I was literally at the fucking end, and then I died, and it pissed me the fuck off, because I knew that I was really near Gravelord Nito. That would have been the end of them. Now I got to do them all from the start. However, now I have this spell that allows light around me, so maybe I'll be able to fucking see what I'm doing this time. I guess we'll see. Okay. So So that's going to be Tuesday's main stream. And then Tuesday night, all right, I'm either going to do more Tetris 99. If you guys really like it tonight and want to see it right away again, I'd consider playing it again on Tuesday. If not, then probably I'll do some Subnautica. At that point, it'll have been about a week since I played it. And last time I played it, I had massive progress. I built my submarine, my underwater submarine dock, and I had been going around exploring, pretty far out. Really, realistically, the next thing I need to do, I think, is get the plasma cutter or the metal cutter tool so I can get inside the crashed ship. As well as figure out how do you recharge your ship. Because that's the other thing I need to do is recharge the energy on my submarine. And I don't know how to do that without using a power cell, which you have to craft. So people are telling me there's a way to do it. So I'm going to mess around with that a little bit. That'll be the next time I play. So I don't know. I don't know when, if I'm going to be doing that Tuesday night or not. On Wednesday, I think I'm going to be starting up Shenmue 2, okay? Now, this is a game that you guys have been waiting for a long time. You guys wanted to see Shenmue 2 ever since I played Shenmue back in the summer, okay? And you want to see Shenmue 2 before Shenmue 3 comes out this summer. And I hear that. I understand that, okay? So that being said, I think I'm going to start Shenmue 2 this Wednesday as a main gameplay stream. We'll try it out. We'll see how it is. Is it as good as Shenmue 1? What's the deal? And then I'll probably balance that maybe with some Black Ops 4 Blackout. Okay, and then basically what's going to happen is this week I'm going to be alternating between, say, Dark Souls and Shenmue 2. Now, this coming Friday, there's a new game called Toe Jam and Earl. And I'm interested in this one. It is supposed to be, based in the same plotline universe as the old Toe Jam and Earl games on the Sega Genesis from the 90s. Now, I never played them, but they were incredibly popular during the 90s. And I used to see them constantly being countdowns in magazines, best game of the year, best game of the console, etc. So, to see these guys come back in a modern setting is kind of weird. And I'm very interested to see what the hell this game's going to be. So I'm probably going to be checking that out later this week on Friday and see what it is. And if it ends up being a decent game, playing it, we'll see. So it's going to be a balance between Dark Souls, Shenmue 2, and Toe Jam and Earl for the next week to week and a half, with chill streaming at night, which is going to be an alternation between games like Subnautica, Tetris 99 if people like it, Minecraft, okay, and Blackout, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout. All right, so that's what you can expect. Now, later on in March, we're going to have a lot of fun stuff. Devil May Cry 5, One Piece World Traveler, I think that's what it's called. Sekiro. There's another game I'm interested in called The Sunken City, which is supposed to be like Lovecraftian horror, which could be interesting. Plus, this month coming up in March, okay, we're going to have many events, including a retrospective event. We just did one in February that people loved, so we're going to do another one in March. I'm going to be doing some kind of a marathon in the second half of March. More than likely, it's going to be a bunch of positive stuff. Maybe I'll return to Street Fighter, maybe some Street Fighter 3 Third Strike or Super Turbo for the first time in like a year. In addition, I'll probably be doing stuff that's just fun for viewers. So whether it's some kind of chill fun, some battle royal, or me just hanging out with you guys, talking with you, I'm thinking of doing a significantly, decently long marathon, maybe 12 plus hours, like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., something like that, in an effort to raise funds for my taxes in April. All right, via tips. So we'll see. I'll have more information on that, and I would like feedback from you guys on what you would like to see, during this marathon. It's the first time ever that I'm seriously doing something like this because I need to. I just have to. I need to do something to raise funds for these taxes, and this will be the opportunity for people to contribute, and hopefully things will work out. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so that's coming up. Plus, Ask the King is going to be in March. So there's a lot of stuff coming up in March along with the new releases. It should be a great month, okay? Now, you may have noticed I did not mention Left Alive. Apparently, this game sucks. This is a new game coming out on Tuesday, and I was originally going to play it. And then yesterday, a bunch of people said, Phil, what are you doing? You're actually going to play that? Like, everyone's saying the game's terrible. You shouldn't play it. So, based off of your feedback, I guess I'm not going to play it. There's no reason for me to buy a game and play it if no one's interested and everyone says it's terrible, so I'm just going to skip it, pretend like it doesn't exist, okay? Now, in addition to all of that, it's very strongly looking like my trip to Connecticut is going to be in April. I don't have the exact details set up yet for you guys, but it is looking like April is the month that I'm going to be going to Connecticut to visit my parents, and my parents are going to meet Kat for the first time, which is awesome, and we're going to spend time together, and then Kat and I are going to go through Connecticut, and basically I'm going to show her all the stuff I used to love to do in Connecticut, like the zoo, shopping and the like. I cannot wait for Kat to try out actual East Coast Italian food, which she's never had before, to show her the pizza I grew up with, to show her the other Italian stuff, and of course other things too. So it looks like it's going to be sometime in April. I don't have the dates yet. I don't have the details yet. When I do, I'll definitely let you all know, okay? But yeah, the deal is that, I will be having more details and planning this out probably within the next month. And then April will be the month where, and it's going to be roughly, I'm assuming it's going to be roughly a week. It's going to depend on many factors, like how much time Kat can get off of work. My parents, because my dad still works, so, what's his schedule like? It's going to have a lot of factors involved. But there's going to be a week probably in April where I'm not going to be around streaming because I'm going to be visiting my parents, okay? So, I will let you all know, what's going on with that when we get to it, all right? So we'll see what happens. I'll get more details soon, hopefully. And there you go. All right. Okay. So that's a lot of stuff I just talked about. I think I've covered all the bases now. What we'll do now is our plugs segment. All right. And then after that, we'll do some shout outs for those who've contributed. And then after that, we will get started. By the way, Swaggins, did you just tip me $1, or was that somebody else impersonating you? Because I'm thinking it probably was someone impersonating you, considering you had just cheered. I think someone's trying to make you look bad. I don't know if you tipped me $1 or not, but I think someone's trying to impersonate you. I'm curious to hear if Swaggins actually tipped me or not. Because he probably said, no, it didn't pop up because it was only $1 tip. Well, I guess I'll know in a minute or two here. Okay. Okay, Swaggin says he did not tip. I didn't think so. So, okay. All right, guys. So, thanks for all your support. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for being a great audience. Thanks for hanging out with me every single day when I'm here on stream. Thanks for contributing. I appreciate it, okay? Especially with the stuff coming up soon with the taxes and everything. Your support is very much appreciated. So, thanks to everyone who contributes. And if you're wondering, gee, how can I keep Phil doing this? I love Phil's daily live streams. I love all the free content he puts out on YouTube daily. How can I help out? Well, there's many ways. You can check out my Patreon over at patreon.com/DarkSidePhil, where your monthly pledges earn you personal perks. This month, if you pledge $5 or more, you'll be able to nominate your favorite moments from my 10 years as a content creator on the internet for the upcoming retrospective event in April. Or you can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, that's coming up next month. Or you can even get a private Q&A video made. All right, give it a look. And thanks to anyone who's an ongoing patron of mine. It's much appreciated. You can buy something from my Teespring store, where I sell all kinds of fun stuff like merchandise such as t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, etc. Thanks to anyone who has bought anything. I personally can attest to the quality of the stuff. It's great because I own a bunch of it myself, okay? But if you're in particular, if you are here actually live on the stream and you want to get a shout out on today's stream, you can do so. If you either cheer, sub, or tip, I will give you a shout out during the stream. Okay? So please, if you want to get some kind of fun interaction, or if you want to get recognition, because the other thing is, as you guys can see, we have a stream stats leaderboard where I track things such as the top cheerer and top tipper of the day. And so I'll be tracking that and updating that periodically when we get a new top cheerer or top tipper. It also tracks subs. And I should mention this, thanks to anyone who subbed in the last couple of days. Subs are back up to over 500, which is great. Many benefits of being a subscriber, including 38 and counting emotes that you have access to. We just added 4 new emotes the other day. They're really great stuff. People seem to really enjoy them, and they're using them on a daily basis. In addition, when I take ad breaks, you will not have to watch the advertisements. And in addition to all of that, you get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. All right. So many benefits to being a subscriber. Please consider subscribing if you have not. It helps out the channel. We already hit the sub goal for this month, but next month I will probably have a new one. What I'm thinking of this coming month is a new playthrough where the viewers will pick. But I don't think I want to do Patron's Choice this time, because whenever I do Patron's Choice, people get angry that, oh man, I didn't get any input because I'm not a patron. So I'm debating how can I do it outside of Patron's Choice, and I am thinking it's just going to have to require forum registration, because what I think I'm going to do, here's my idea. All right, if we hit a sub goal in March, which I don't know what the sub goal will be yet, but if we hit a sub goal, then anyone will be able to come to my forums on thekingofhate.com and nominate games for a patron or a special viewer's choice playthrough. Once the nominations are in, then I will use those nominations to create basically a list of games that everyone will be able to vote on. All right, what you look for is the common games that are nominated and narrow it down to maybe 10, and then we'll have a public poll where people will be able to vote on which of the 10 games do you want to see as a playthrough, okay? So now, unlike when people say, oh, it's not fair when only the patrons do it because the patrons always nominate the same kind of games, it'll be open to the public. However, you will have to register for my forums. So I'll still have some kind of control over the event. It's not like, oh, I'll just put a poll out willy-nilly and who knows what's gonna happen. Instead, I'll be able to have nominations that are based on people who register to my forums, and then there'll be public voting on the ones that become the most nominated. Okay, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I don't know how that's gonna work. Okay, just being honest here, I don't know how it's gonna work out. But what I may also do is give the patrons priority nomination. Okay. So, like, for example, if a patron nominates a game, it'll automatically get into the running, while if someone who's not a patron nominates a game, well, that's okay, but those are going to be narrowed down to, say, 5 or 6 selections that'll go into the final poll. I don't know. Again, I'm still brainstorming. This is a new thing. I've never done one like this before. It's always been Patron's Choice, and after doing Patron's Choice for over 3 years, I think it's time to mix it up a little bit, you know? So I'll have more information about that soon. But anyway, I digress. Subscribing has many benefits, okay? So anyway, if you cheer, sub, or tip during today's stream, I will give you guys a shout out. I appreciate any contributions you guys give. If you want to get recognition for being top cheerer or top tipper, you can get it. You'll be up there on the leaderboard until someone beats you. And today is the last opportunity for those who want to cheer and get up on the cheering leaderboard for this week, because it resets overnight. It resets Sunday nights into Monday. So as of tomorrow, we'll be at 0 again. So just saying, good opportunity for those who are interested to go ahead and, get in on the cheering leaderboard for the week, okay? Get your recognition. By the way, I forgot to mention this when I was talking about the schedule. My next day off will be next Monday. So tomorrow is my day off, and then my next day off is a week from then. So I will be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 6 straight days of double streams coming up. So 12 gameplay streams in the next week. Pretty cool, right? All right. So thanks to anyone who contributes. Much appreciated. Right now, and the final thing I'll say before I start doing shout-outs, any method of contribution helps tons and helps equally. There's no certain method of contribution that you can do that's better than others. Sometimes there is. Right now, anything. Cheering, subbing, tipping, Patreon, Teespring, everything's great. All right? So please go right ahead. If you wish to contribute any way you want to support, go ahead. Okay? All right. Okay, time for shout-outs. So first of all, let me refresh my Muxie because I didn't. I foolishly didn't, and it doesn't have all the information updated. Okay, so first of all, Woomy Bot did a 50-bit cheer overnight and said real squid hours. Because Woomy apparently is, I believe, moving to China or going back to China and is going to be on this hours that basically don't coincide with my streaming schedule. Thank you, Woomy, for the cheer. I appreciate that. It was good to see you in the stream the other day, by the way. And I do hope that everything's going well with you, okay? Aussie Steve cheered overnight. He said, besides an untimely death, what kind of situation or event would make you consider never streaming again? Jeez. I mean, consider never streaming again. I guess, I mean, like, for example, I do my damnedest to abide by all the Twitch rules. You know, I actually go out of my way to make sure that the stream is in line with Twitch rules. And it's been now about a year since I had any issues with Twitch rules, which is great. I love doing this for a living. You guys know that. This is the place to stream. It has the most tools available via chat moderation, via contribution methods. Like, there's just so much going for it. Okay? So I love being here. If I ever were to be banned from Twitch, I would probably seek out another method to stream. What would it be? I have no idea. I don't know what another method would be the best method. Quite frankly, I don't know. Because I know Twitch is the best. So it would be very unfortunate if I were to have to leave Twitch. I would hope I never have to. Okay? So, you know, that being said, there's only a few things I can think of that would make me want to never stream again. I guess the first would be if I were, like, blacklisted everywhere for some reason, right? Like, if it was so difficult to stream because everywhere I go, constantly people are harassing me and I'm getting banned via the rules and everything, then what's the point, right? You know, I'm really in a fight for trying to stream when I just keep getting, like, banned everywhere. You know what I mean? The thing is, I don't do anything awful to warrant that kind of punishment or behavior. It's not like I put out risque content and I'm constantly saying, you know, things that could be deemed as not PC via the terms of service, right? I'm not out here saying racist stuff, and we don't talk politics on the stream that could get you in trouble. You see what I mean? This is basically about gaming. My love of gaming and sharing that love of gaming with all of you. And because we stick to that, it really, you know, we never get in hot water for anything, which is good. You know, I don't want this to be a controversial topic stream. I want it to be a fun gaming stream where you could just relax and chill, right? Honestly, this is the truth of the matter. The only thing that I could think of that would ever make me never want to stream again would be if you guys just didn't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like, if I didn't have an audience, if no one wanted to watch me play games, and no one wanted to interact with me on a daily basis, if it just became no one likes Phil anymore, then I wouldn't want to do it anymore. The reason I love doing this is because on a daily basis, I have fun interactions with all of you. We have positive, great stuff on stream, fun gameplay. You know, we all have a bunch of laughs every day. We have a good time, right? If this wasn't a good time, who would want to be here, right? So if for some reason there was such a flip against me that no one really cared about watching my stuff anymore, and it was just a negative thing, that why does he even do it? Then I would stop doing it. But the bottom line is it's not been that experience at all. It's been the complete polar opposite. Since I've become a full-time streamer, I've been seeing more positivity than ever before, which is awesome. You know, there were years there when I was focusing on just being a full-time YouTuber where I pretty much only saw negativity. And it was very, very unfortunate because, you know, it made me feel shitty. It did. And then when I became a full-time streamer, it kind of completely did a 180. So, there you go, guys. And, you know, that would be it. Because I've told you guys, even if I were to win the lottery, okay? If I were to win the lottery and overnight become a multimillionaire and I never had to work another day in my life, I would still stream. Would I stream as much as I do now? Hell no. You know, maybe I would stream a few times a week for a major game or something, a release, or, you know, Apex Legend, you know, chill stuff, chill streaming. I would still do it because I love it. I love the interaction with you guys. It's fun as hell to do this, and I wouldn't want to give that up. I love it. I love having a platform where we can talk and have fun together, and, you know, it's great. Even if I was, you know, filthy freaking rich and never had to work again, I would still do this because that's how much I love it. I did this. Remember, I did this gaming on the internet as a hobby for 3 years before I ever made any money doing it. I don't do it for the money. I do it because it's fun and because I like an audience, you know, that cares about me and my feelings about games and the like. That's why. Okay, it's my actual love of gaming that keeps me going. Trust me, if I didn't love gaming and doing this, I wouldn't be doing it anymore because it's been a crazy roller coaster ride up and downs over the years. So, okay, so there you go. All right, let's continue on. So now we're going to talk about contributions during today's stream. We actually started out with Lucifer Soul tipping me $25, which is awesome. He said, saw your recent retrospective event on YouTube and loved it. Thank you, Lucifer Soul. I loved it too. And the thing is, the retrospective event ended up being very different than what I thought it was going to be because I wanted to check out my vlogs, right? So I ended up watching a lot of the old school vlogs from the King of Hate HD channel. And I thought, man, you know, this is we're gonna go through all these in fast as hell, and you know, it's gonna be over. We're gonna run out of content. My God, we didn't even scratch the surface. Like, we barely watched a third of the vlogs on the King of Hate HD channel. And I didn't even watch any gameplay. I didn't even watch a single piece of gameplay during that event because we were so busy watching fun vlogs. So, yeah, pretty awesome. And I'm looking forward to the next one. The next one should be awesome, too, in March. So thank you, Lucifer Soul. $25 tip. Very generous and much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. All right. So Swaggins cheered. He says, I sold my Switch today. No good games coming out. And the indie-style shit I played is on my PS4. Better to get some money back than have it collect dust. Fuck Nintendo. I won't go that far, but I will say 2019 may be the driest year ever so far for Nintendo. Like, what is coming out this year that you must play on the Switch? Let's just think about this for a second. Well, apparently they're going to do a modern version of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which was the one on Game Boy, which I never played. But they claiming it's coming out this year. I wouldn't put too much stock in that, but maybe it is. So you got that. Super Mario Maker 2 is coming out later this year. Mario Maker 1 was one of the most popular games on the Wii U. That's not saying much because the Wii U was a flop. But still, it was a great game. I played it. I enjoyed it. So there you go. Oh, there is one more. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the new one. I don't know if it's 3 or they're naming it something else. And I actually really like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. It's been a decade since the last one. Why, I have no idea, because it would have probably been a cash cow to make these, but they didn't. So there's a new one coming out on Switch this year. I am excited for that. And I definitely want to do a co-op playthrough with other people who have Switches. So if you have a Switch and you want to do some fun co-op with me later this year, that's the game to do it in. All right? That should be pretty fun. But outside of that, so there's 3 games on the Switch this year worth playing. Okay, Tetris 99 came out, right? That's a free-to-play game for like a week. People will be excited and then it won't matter anymore. So, you see what I mean? Like, what are you supposed to be playing on the Switch? And this is the problem with Nintendo. You know, they claim they have third-party support. In reality, what they have is shovelware, because I know, because recently I've been looking on the Nintendo store on the Switch, and it's all crap. It's like a bunch of indie games you don't really care about, or you could just play on another console anyway. Free-to-play games that are crap, microtransactions out the butt, games that look like they should be on a phone. And then you've got your giant first-party Nintendo games, which, you know, there's like 4 a year. So, you know, I just got to kind of shrug and be like, I don't know, man. I don't know what you're going to play on your Switch this year. So I agree with you, Swaggins, you really aren't missing that much. I mean, yeah, Mario Maker 2, Zelda, and Marvel Ultimate Alliance are probably going to be good games. But you're right, if you need money now, a couple $100 versus the few games you'll be playing on the damn thing, right? So, I understand. I totally do. Okay. So, I got someone impersonating Swaggins tipped me $1 and said something stupid, so I'm just going to ignore it. Okay? But we will update the total tips because it is up to $26. Alright, Bagel Goose did 100-bit cheer and said best channel. Thank you, Bagel Goose, for the cheer. Let's get you up on the leaderboard here as the first 100-bit cheerer for the day. Thank you very much, Bagel Goose. Timbo Slice Cheer, he says, will you check up on your condo or you're worried it's destroyed? No, dude. My parents live in Connecticut. They check on it every once in a while. Don't worry, it's not destroyed. My parents actually told me just recently they went by there and checked it, and they said everything's fine. Just it's empty. There's nothing going on. It's fine. I don't know why people think it's destroyed. It's nuts. It's just, if it were destroyed, the cops would be called. They do an investigation and find out what the hell happened, and I have insurance on it that would cover it and would repair it. People are crazy. Like, yeah, I think someone drove a bulldozer through Phil's condo in Connecticut. What the hell are you talking about? No, it's fine. Relax. Okay. Freddie Lamar Bosley did 100-bit cheer. He says, would you eventually have a biography or autobiography of your life? I would buy it. I don't know. I don't think anyone would care. I'm just being very honest with you. If I were to do a biography of my life, I think maybe 100 people on this planet would care and would actually pay for it. I think a lot of people would pirate it and tear it apart and make fun of it, but probably 100 people would actually pay for a copy of it, and that would be it. You know, I'm not stupid. I don't think that just because I made YouTube videos and I'm a streamer that I have some kind of mainstream worldwide appeal and I have to make a fucking book about it. It's hilarious because every time I go to a bookstore, in the clearance section, I see 500, I'm not even kidding you, 500 books of every fucking dumbass YouTuber who thought just because they had a following on YouTube that people were going to buy their book. And every book is on clearance for like $1. No one wants that shit. They mass produce these books and they get an initial wave of sales from their fans. And then when the books go to bookstores and sit on the shelf and no one buys it because no one knows who the fuck these people are. No one cares. It's so dumb. It's this overabundance of people who just because they made it big on the internet making videos, they think that they're some kind of hot shit and that people want to know their fucking crazy life story when in reality, the only reason they got any notoriety is luck and timing and not actual skill or anything else that people need to know. I would, you know what I mean? Same for me. I don't need to write a book. You guys know my story. I've told you guys my story many times of the things that have happened, the ups and downs over the years, right? You don't need to hear the trials and tribulations of the nonsense. So, yeah, I never would think in my head that I'm an important enough person to write a book about my friggin' life. I'm just some dude who plays games on the internet, shares those with you, those daily, those experiences, and I'm just happy to be doing what I'm doing. Period. That's all I care about. I'm not some big-headed guy who thinks that anyone should ever want my autograph or want to read a book about me. Okay? Okay. So there you go. Bagel Goose did 100-bit cheers. As did you mention, you'll be going on a podcast sometime in the future. I don't know if I'm going to or not. You know, I started talking about it publicly a few days ago, and people didn't seem too keen on the idea. They basically thought that the whole idea would basically be more negative than positive. So I'm still debating it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll let you guys know if I make a decision. Okay? Timbo Slice Jury said, age is not a reason. With that logic, we can see a 77-year-old DSP narking 50 years. Dude, at least for now, we don't know what the hell's going to happen with laws and technology or whatever. You know, I see no reason to stop doing what I'm doing. I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy doing what I do for a living, and it's fun as hell. And I'm my own boss, and it's pretty neat. You know, it's unique. It's not like anything else out there. So as long as I can do it, I'd like to do it. Sleepy Reader just subscribed to the channel for 3 months. He said, this might be my 3-month sub, but this is my first time that I use my own money to sub. Well, Sleepy Reader, welcome. Thank you very much for 3 months of support. Thank you for the subscription, and that's really cool. Thank you. Speculator has subscribed to the channel. Thank you for the sub, Speculator. Appreciate that. Kanji Monster cheered. Hold on a second because my Muxie had an error, and I want to refresh it so I can actually read it. There we go. Kanji Monster cheered and said, would you ever consider playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Switch? It's one of the best games on the Switch, to be honest. I don't know. Like, I know it came out, what was it, last year? Or the year before? I don't even know when it came out. I played Xenoblade. I played the first one, didn't I? I don't even remember which one I played. But I just remember it being a long, overblown, lengthy RPG, and I never even finished it. And this was back in the day. When I had more of a viewership on everything I did, and I didn't even finish it then. I don't think so, dude. I don't think I'm doing Xenoblade Chronicles. Just saying, I really have no interest in it. So, Baja Blast 72 did a 200-bit cheer and says, "I love your streams." Well, I appreciate that you love my streams. Thank you very much. Let me go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard. You're the top cheerer, Baja Blast. $200 bits. Thank you very much. Top cheer of the day. Swag shoot again, and he said, "You know, it really is such a shame with Nintendo. I love Mario Odyssey so much. Even Zelda was great, but having games I like be few and far between. It wasn't worth it for me. When I want to chill, my first thought is to boot up my PS4, not the Switch. You know, I hear ya. I hear ya. Some people, you know, there's still this mentality. There's still this mentality for some people. Who are just so in their heads about Nintendo. That Nintendo still, to this day, with all the stuff that they've done, they had an entire console that flopped. But in people's heads, Nintendo can still do no wrong. They still can make no bad decisions. They're above criticism. That's just nuts to me. To say that a game company is above criticism. Like, what the hell? The reason that game companies improve over time is because of criticism. Without criticism, you'll have no opportunity for improvement because you don't know where you can actually improve, right? Criticism is a great thing. And whenever people write off criticism immediately just because, oh, it's Nintendo, yeah, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me, you know? The Switch is a good console. It's definitely better than the Wii U. At the same time, the Switch still suffers from exactly the same problems as every Nintendo console in the past 15 years. They don't have enough third-party support. The console's not strong enough to run third-party games at a good frame rate. You know, Dark Souls Remastered coming out for the Switch, yeah, and it runs at sub 30 frames per second. And you know what the fuck was the point? You see what I'm saying? Nintendo still hasn't gotten it. They still don't get it. They just keep making the same mistakes over and over and over, but somehow they have a fan base that still supports them and buys their crap regardless. You know? So, for me, it's a mixed bag. When a great first-party game comes out for a Nintendo console, I love it. And then the console sits around collecting dust for ages. You know, tonight's a rare occurrence where I'll actually be playing Tetris 99, and we'll see if it's any good. So I'll actually get some use out of my Switch, and then I can't even tell you the next time I'll play it again, you know? I just don't know what to say, you know? I've talked about Nintendo over the years till I was blue in the face. They just do what they want, and they have a crazy, rabid fan base who just buy up their shit no matter what. Keep in mind, Nintendo might have gone out of business if they didn't sell amiibos. That's how bad it was. They weren't selling any consoles or games. They had to sell little figurines for about 2.5 years to stay afloat, because if it weren't for amiibos catching on as a hot collectible, they would have had, like, no profit. So, I just want you guys to think about that for a while, okay? Alrighty then. Swang and Shoot again. It's funny because I was so hyped for Metro. Then I started playing it. I was just not in the mood to play it for some odd reason. I barely started to really get into it yesterday for a couple of hours. Now I'm in the mood for it. I love the Metro games. Do you ever get that feeling? A new game comes out that you're anticipating. When it comes out, you're just not in the mood to play it. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that. It happens. You get super hyped for something, then it comes out, and maybe you're just not digging it right away. It was weird because Metro had a lot of hype behind it, and then all of a sudden the whole controversy happened with the Epic Games Store on PC, and it's like, it killed all hype for the game. I started playing it, and I was enjoying it, and people were just shitting on it, and I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? You know, just because there was some dumbass controversy that only affects PC gamers, I don't understand how this makes the game worse. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It's just stupidity that people get caught up in that stupid shit, and they let it, like, overcome them. They let themselves be overwhelmed and overcome with the drama on the internet instead of focusing on what the game actually is. And in my opinion, Metro Exodus is the best of all 3 Metro games. I really feel that. I think it's the best one overall. They did a great job with the graphics, the story, the variety of locations, and the gameplay. Everything's good. So, you know, how you would shit on a game like that at launch just because of controversy outside of it, I don't know. But I hear you. Sometimes you get excited for something, then it comes out, you just don't feel like it. You know, that's happened to me. But ultimately, if the game's good, you're going to get to it eventually. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, I definitely recommend you play Metro. I do. You know, yeah, Metro's a great game. Metro Exodus is my favorite in the series. So, Silent General has subscribed. 25 months of support. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, Silent General. And, what I'd like to do here, I want to do two things before we get started. I want to check sub count, and I want to give shout-outs to those who cheered this week, because this is my last opportunity before it resets overnight, okay? So, yeah, we're up to 514 subs. Thanks, all of you, for the support. And let's give a shout-out to the top cheers of the week, shall we? Okay. So thank you to the following people who were very supportive this week. In 10th place, we had BWT56. In 9th place, Timbo Slice. In 8th place, IRS on Your Mind, which is funny because he only did the one cheer. Freddie Lamar Bosley in 7th place. Baja Blast in 6th. Bagel Goose in 5th. Van Clays in 4th place. Milkshake and Fries in 3rd. Jonathan Rojas in 2nd place. And Infinite 55 with the top spot this week. Thank you, Infinite. Very nice. Thank all of you. Thank you all. Stillstream 42. Subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you, Stillstream, for the sub. Appreciate that. And Speculator cheered. Said, cheering for the first time. Decided to support you with a sub. Hope it helped. It absolutely does. Thank you very much, Speculator, for the cheer and the sub today. Very awesome. Thank you, thank you. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. It's time for me to get ready for some co-op fun. Now, I know Brian's available. I don't know if Kekken is around. Hold on a second. Kekken is definitely supposed to be here. He even said earlier today that he loves playing the co-op and everything with us. I'm curious if he is here or not. I'm going to take a look. Let me see. I hope he is, because he was supposed to be here, and obviously we want to do the full, you know, 3-player co-op deal. He is. Okay, he's online. Good. He's, oh my god, he's playing Tetris Effect. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end the pre-stream. I'm going to take about 5 to 10 minutes tops. We're going to set up the party, and then we're going to jump into Apex Legends. By the way, someone bought me the Founders Pack this week, so I have the ability to actually get a few things. If I want to buy skins or maybe unlock a character today, I think I can do it with what I got from the Founders Pack. So, we'll see. I don't know if I can get, like, if I can, I think I want to get Mirage, but I don't know if I can. So we'll see here, you know, with the Founders Pack what I got. But we're going to set this up. So it is going to be a little bit of dead air here on the stream when we get set up. Okay, it takes about 5-10 minutes to get these guys in the party and get the thing set up. Sometimes it drops out and shit. So, you know, I will get everything set up and ready to go. And then we're going to get started. Okay? So thanks, everyone. I appreciate your support here on the pre-stream. Thanks for being patient while we get set up. And then get ready for a nice, big, long co-op session of Apex Legends. Okay, everybody? So thanks. Let's end the pre-stream. It's going to be quiet here for a little bit while I do this. And then we're going to get started. So thanks, and see you in a few minutes. All right.